Hi guys. Even though this is my through hike, I want to do an official review of my experience with the Altra Olympus 4. Now, I recently switched. I'm out on the trail right now, and I've had these shoes for a few days in the field. And what better day to test them on than this? In one word, amazing. Just amazing. But amazing for me. Shoes are such a personal thing. There's so many factors. You know, if you're having trouble with plantar fasciitis, sometimes having a 5mm drop shoe might help you. So, you know, you have to choose the right shoe for you. For me, I basically got the same shoe I had before, which was the Lone Peak. I had the Lone Peak 5. So they're both zero drop, which means from the heel to the toe drops a certain amount, giving you a kind of a forward tilt. So they're both zero drop, but these ones, the soles are much thicker, much bigger tread, and I don't know if you can, well, I'll get up here so I can lean on a tree, but one thing about these shoes that I've noticed helps me, and again, I gotta keep stressing this, you know, what's good for me may not be good for you, but that is the heel. If you look at how the heel's flared out so far from the actual foot, and both sides are built up and out. And what I'm noticing that does for me is really stabilize my foot every step of the way. I do not twist my ankle even a little bit like I did with the Lone Peak 5s. And I'm assuming the new Lone Peak 6s, which really have only been out for a couple of months, I assume they're the same. I've seen them, I've looked at them. The design's pretty much the same. They haven't really gone that radically different. But honestly, for me, I think the Olympus, they're more expensive, definitely. They're very up there in the range of at least Altras. But to me, it's worth it. I don't feel the rocks under my feet or the twigs as much because of the thicker sole. I find that the toe box is not quite as wide as the Lone Peak. But the Lone Peaks were so big for me anyways. You know, they were fine. And again, I went with what I'm used to being 2 sizes too big. Another important thing to note, when you're hiking for any length of time, your feet will kind of flatten out and spread out and grow. That's just a fact. I'm 2 sizes bigger than I have been for years, since, you know, and then last summer I went on a through hike and my feet grew. I got back home and all my regular day shoes didn't fit anymore. However, a few months later, my arches lifted up a bit, and kind of my foot got back into its normal way, although it never got as small as it was before at 8.5. So I'm now wearing 10.5. I know, that's funny, but hey, you know what? I always say it, use the tools for the job. It's a good shoe, it's well constructed. They changed a couple of things with the floors. You can't see them. Here, I'll try to. You can't see them, but the venting is over on the sides now. A new and improved gator trap, which is nice. It's bigger. The Velcro on it is much stronger. And for those of you who don't know about gators, it's like a neck gaiter, any other gaiter. It just covers up your foot. I'll do a video on that later, but gaiters attached to your shoes and stop the rocks and the dirt and all that stuff from getting in. On the AT, I'm not that obsessed with gaiters. PCT, CDT, I would never go without them. But I do see a lot of gators out here on trail. So, anyway, that is my review of the Altra Olympus 4. And I can't think of a better place to review them than while they're in use in probably the most challenging conditions possible. So, that's it. Thanks, guys.